If you think about it, waiting consumes most of our time. We wait for the light to turn green, we wait for the bus to arrive, we wait for a new season of a TV show, and you possibly waited through an ad to watch this video. And what does all this waiting truly amount to? Once we get or experience the thing, the thrill is over and we revert back to the next cycle of waiting. I think we're all a victim of this cruel game, but it's the waiting that provides us with purpose and that next thing to look forward to. It becomes our why for working so hard because we envision the carrot at the end of the stick. The problem is we never stop and look down to realize that we're on a never-ending treadmill. This hopeless waiting is articulated perfectly by Samuel Beckett's play, Waiting for Godot. The entire play consists of dialogue between two characters, Vladimir and Estragon, while they wait for their friend Godot. The problem is Godot never arrives, and despite their ongoing doubt of his arrival, they continue to wait for him. In this story, Godot symbolizes that perpetual process of waiting and how it not only gives our life purpose, but keeps us going even when we start to doubt our meaning or our purpose. Now, of course, waiting altogether isn't avoidable. We all have to wait for some things, and it's good that we do because short-term gratification has consequences of itself. But the problem is when waiting leads to paralysis within our life, when we stop being able to take action, when we stop pursuing progress within our life. A lot of times we wait because we think things will just inevitably happen if we wait long enough. We'll eventually get that promotion, we'll eventually move out of our hometown, but the truth is nothing changes if nothing changes. Things don't just happen by themselves, you have to take action. In Albert Camus' The Myth of Sisyphus, he says, "There always comes a time when one must choose between contemplation and action. This is called becoming a man." Although not said in the exact same context that we're talking about here, I think it perfectly articulates the necessity of action and how waiting leaves us in a juvenile state. Juvenile in the sense that we're not making decisions for ourselves or taking action with a level of seriousness. Children are passive, choices are made for them, and they're in a process of waiting to grow up. But as Camus explains, when we become a man or a woman, we must shift from contemplation to action. Another problem with waiting exists within our longing for the future. As Blaise Pascal puts it, "We are so unwise that we wander about in times that do not belong to us, and do not think of the only one that does. So vain that we dream of times that are not, and blindly flee the only one that is." As difficult as it is, try to appreciate the present because you can't live in the future and you cannot relive the past. Sure, it's very important to have long-term goals, to plan for the future and all of that, but you need to kind of sit back, reflect, and appreciate the simple, the mundane, the boring. Those slow Sunday mornings, the times you're stuck in traffic, or even a peaceful rainy day. Often it comes down to gratitude and your perspective. So all in all, waiting is an important part of life, but it isn't life itself. You want to make sure that you're able to assert yourself and take action in your life. You don't want to be a passenger to a passive, unfulfilling life. Take control of your life, take responsibility, and again, appreciate those mundane, those slow times, and the time that you are forcibly waiting. But anyway, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please drop me a like and comment below. What are your thoughts on waiting? Because like I mentioned, it's something we all do almost all day in every area of our life. So let me know what you think down below. Subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.